mean, and it came at the time that I least expected it, which I think is when everything really happens for a majority of people. But a girl that's in my sorority reached out to me on Facebook, which don't ever do that. That was horrible. But I listened to her, I researched it, you guys, and I couldn't say no, I couldn't turn away. So it was really at that moment that I was like, this is all about me. If I'm gonna make it work, it's gonna start with me and it's gonna end with me. So it was a long time coming. I actually didn't get my product for the first 2 months that I was in the Vima business because someone in my apartment complex was enjoying my Vima Builder Pack. So that was interesting too. So I'm like, this isn't a good sign. I'm just not sure that this is really for me. But it was actually March 17th that I met Jason Jensen and Brad Alcaz, and it was real, you guys. It was no longer a YouTube video. I could taste it. I could see it. I mean, they were humble people. They were real. They weren't like, oh, look at the shoes, the cars, the money. So, I mean, March 17th, like I said, I will never forget the day. It's about to be a year coming up. So, that was awesome. They convinced me to go to Vegas. Well, they didn't have to convince me. They said Vegas, and I said I'm in. I hit bronze on the way to Vegas, and for those of you out there that are going to Vegas, and for those of you that aren't going to Vegas, I don't know why you haven't gotten a ticket yet, because it's crazy. I hit bronze on the way to Vegas, and for those of you, like I said, that are going to be there, there's 2 questions that people are going to ask you when you're there. It's going to be, what's your name and what's your rank? And, you know, hitting bronze was a huge accomplishment. It's obviously the first step in the whole game of everything. But I remember the feeling in my stomach when I was like, I'm a bronze leader. Bronze leader. I'm like, because I have so much more to offer this company, so much more that I can bring to this company. So that's what I mean, that's when the fire was like lit inside me. I couldn't stop. I was like, I mean, my friends were like, what's going on with you? Like, something's happening. They were like, Vegas did some weird stuff to you. I'm like, yeah, it was weird, but it was awesome. Yeah, so I hit bronze. You guys, I was on fire. I actually made a decision not to go back to school the next year because, I mean, this was where my passion was at. I love talking to people. I love working with people. I love being around with people. And it's like, what better business to be in but a people business, right? Right. Exactly. So I actually got an opportunity to do a tour with Brad and Adam Winnig, for those of you that know Adam Winnig and Brad, obviously. But that was when I really saw like what the grind was. Like, I mean, I was going to 4 events a day with these guys. You know, they're hashing out like 10, 20 Skype calls. Like, it was crazy. And I was like, Adam Winnig is actually a year younger than me, and I was like, that's annoying. I'm like, he's making way more money than I could have ever dreamed of making at that age. I was like, and this is where I'm putting my foot down. I'm not watching it happen anymore. I'm gonna make it happen. So that's what it's all about, you guys. You gotta make the decision. I mean, it's crazy because I remember when Brad looked at me and said, you know, I'm a bronze too that just never gave up. And I was like, dang, I'm like, you're right. So, I mean, I'm not stopping. Nobody should stop. You know, I know that you kind of think to yourself, it's hard. It's not easy, but it's fun. It's all about the adventure. So go out there and make it happen for yourself because we all have the same opportunity here. And I will see all of you guys at the top because I'll be the last person standing.